This is Yair Pinto coming to you live from Israel as multiple explosions rock Hezbollah communications network all across Lebanon. Dramatic explosions have crippled Hezbollah's internal communication network across multiple locations in Lebanon. Hundreds of Hezbollah operatives have been injured after their encrypted communications devices exploded simultaneously in Beirut's southern suburb, the Bekaa Valley, and other key Hezbollah strongholds. According to reports from Reuters and from Lebanese media, Israeli forces used advanced remote technology to branch Hezbollah's communication system and creating explosions to their devices. This is to beepers, phones, and other devices that they carry on them. The pictures are just unbelievable to see. While Israel has not claimed responsibility, this is being described as one of the largest security breaches in Hezbollah's history. As we dive into this unfolding situation, we want to hear from you. So let us know what you have to ask us on these questions, and we'll answer you immediately. Please respond to the comments on this live, and we'll respond to you with the answers that we have currently from our sources. So guys, the situation is like this. We have reports of more than 70 Hezbollah operatives all across Lebanon that their phones, their beepers, and other encrypted devices that were used by Hezbollah in order to communicate amongst the terrorists exploded at the same time. If it would have happened, a few devices, you could claim that it wasn't intended. But more than 70 devices exploding at the same time, wounding these terrorists all across Lebanon, is already something that was orchestrated in advance. Israeli security officials claim that Israeli security officials did not claim responsibility for this event, but it seems like this is something bigger than just an accident. Okay, according to Lebanese media, according to foreign reports, Israel had something to do with these attacks. And this is the next stage in this war between Israel and Hezbollah. Before this attack happened, Hezbollah launched missiles towards Israel, as they do every day, dozens of missiles since October 8th, one day after the war against Hamas began. 1 second, I have reports from our sources. Okay, guys, this report, this response against Hezbollah is coming to us after official reports from Israel that Hezbollah attempted to carry out a terror attack within Israel, targeting a high-ranking IDF official in his car using a bomb. Okay, the IDF was able to identify the bomb and neutralize this terror threat against an IDF official. So this proves yet again that the IDF is conducting a harsh response to any attempt to target Israelis, to target our officials, and to endanger the security of the Jewish state. Guys, once again, if you're just joining us now, we are live from Israel, and Hezbollah operatives were hit a very severe blow. Dozens of communications devices all across Lebanon exploded. I'm talking about beepers, something that looks like phones, exploded while the operatives were holding them, either in their pockets, either talking. And the images that we receive from Lebanon are shocking. Operatives of Hezbollah wounded on the floor, bleeding, harmed because of a simultaneously explosion. At the same time, more than 70 operatives were harmed after this device, the beeper, exploded in their pockets, in their hands. Okay, according to foreign media reports in Lebanon and other places around the world, this was an orchestrated attack by Israel in response to the attempted assassination of an Israeli IDF official just today by Hezbollah operatives. Okay, so the war between Israel and Hezbollah is stepping up to the next stage once more. Hezbollah vowed that they will attack Israeli officials after Israel assassinated Fuad Shukar, an official in the Hezbollah organization. He was the chief of staff of their military wing, and Hezbollah vowed and is still waiting for the moment that they can avenge his death. Okay, so this attempted assassination attack against an IDF official was supposed to be the response to this assassination of Fuad Shukar that happened by Israel in Beirut, in the heart of Lebanon. But instead, this attempted attack was neutralized, and Israel was able, according to foreign reports, Israel was able to detonate the communications devices of Hezbollah. And these are encrypted communication devices, okay? Machines that were meant to communicate amongst these terrorists undercoverly. And according to Hezbollah and other media sources all over the world, this was the largest breach of security in terms of Israel penetrating the networks of Hezbollah. Okay, I'm now waiting to see if we have any questions on the comments on this situation. Okay, guys, if you like to receive more updates from Israel, from this region, from the war against Hezbollah, against Hamas, against Lebanon, please subscribe to TBN Israel, and we'll be sending you daily updates every day on this situation. Okay, I've been receiving pictures from Lebanon that show Hezbollah operatives on the ground, harmed, injured, in different locations. Some of them are on the floor, some of them while driving, some of them are on motorcycles. Just imagine, more than 70 explosions of beepers or communications devices at the same time. Okay, once again, to all of you who are just joining us now, we have been receiving reports that more than 70 Hezbollah operatives are wounded at the same time by explosions of their communications devices. I'm talking about beepers, like phones that they had with them in their pockets and carried around with them. We've been receiving pictures from Lebanon of Hezbollah operatives wounded on the ground by this attack at the same time. This magnitude of technological ability was able to penetrate encrypted devices of Hezbollah and cause them to explode at the same time. Again, Israel is not claiming responsibility for this attack. Hezbollah has been at war against Israel since October 8th, one day after Hamas launched its attacks against Israel. So we are already almost 1 year of war between Israel and Hezbollah. Just recently, Hezbollah announced that their goals for fighting Israel is not anymore helping Hamas and the Palestinian cause. Hezbollah's goals for launching attacks against Israel is to destroy the Jewish state. Okay, and this is another step up of their attempts to annihilate Israel. At the moment, we have 85,000 Israelis that are displaced out of their homes because of living too close to the border with Hezbollah. Since October 8th, Hezbollah has been launching dozens of rockets every day against Israeli communities on the border with Lebanon. This situation cannot go on, and the Israeli Security Cabinet is talking about the goals of a future campaign against Lebanon, against Hezbollah. One of these goals is making sure that the Israelis will return to their homes on the border with Lebanon. We understand that the United States and other allies are pressuring Israel not to carry out a wide-scale invasion into Lebanon. They're pushing for a diplomatic solution to this conflict. At the moment, there is no agreement on the table, and the IDF is preparing and ready to carry out a wide-scale invasion into Lebanon. Again, only a few hours ago, the IDF and the Israeli security agencies were able to identify and neutralize a terror attack coming from Hezbollah operatives in Lebanon into Israel, planting a bomb in an IDF high-ranking official and attempting to assassinate him in Israel. This is in response to the assassination of Fouad Shukar, the Hezbollah chief of staff. 1 second, I have some information. Okay, I've been receiving reports from experts on the technology level that was used in order to penetrate the encrypted devices of Hezbollah in Lebanon, all over the country, in Dakhia, in other key areas that Hezbollah operatives are working from. This was a high-level cyber attack against the encrypted devices of Hezbollah. This is taking this war to the next stage. Every Hezbollah leader will think twice before they make a phone call, before they use a computer, before they try to communicate to their fellow comrades in Lebanon. This is the situation now, and the IDF is taking this battle, according to foreign reports, into the next level. Okay, imagine if you were a Hezbollah operative, the level of fears that you would have in order to conduct any kind of operation, communications, or discussion about carrying an attack against Israel. Okay, the IDF has been stating day and day, every day in the past few weeks, that it is ready to conduct a large-scale maneuver against Hezbollah in Lebanon within minutes of giving the green light from the political echelon. Okay, and this is also regarding the reserves. The reserves are ready to be deployed within 24 hours and carry this maneuver in South Lebanon. Okay, so the IDF, the generals in Israel, are ready for the next stage and for a military maneuver that will return our citizens back to their homes on the border with Lebanon. And we're talking about 85,000 Israelis. Okay, thank you for staying with us. And I call on all of you to pray for this situation, because this situation, this war, is not just a physical war. We do not have oil. Israel does not have any natural resources. This is a spiritual war, and Iran and all its proxies are trying to annihilate the Jewish people. So I call on all of you to unite in prayer, to stand with us, stand with the IDF soldiers who are risking their lives every day. Stand with the hostages in Gaza. Let's pray that they will be returned to their homes, to their loved ones. And guys, Israel is one stop. We are stopping Hezbollah, Iran, and all this terror ideology from reaching Europe and from reaching the United States. So by standing with Israel, you are preventing these evil organizations from reaching the West, Europe, and the United States. Guys, just to conclude, more than 70 explosions happened simultaneously in Hezbollah terrorists in territories all across Lebanon, in Beirut, in other locations. This is the situation. Their phones, their beepers exploded in their hands. You have pictures coming from Lebanon of Hezbollah operatives wounded on the ground at the same time. This is unheard of, and the IDF in Israel is now prepared for Hezbollah's response. In the past few hours, we've already been receiving and intercepting missiles, drones that Hezbollah launched from Lebanon into Israeli communities along the Golan Heights and the Galilee. This is the situation now, and the IDF is prepared. The political echelon of Israel are discussing this situation, and we are waiting to see what the response will be from Hezbollah. Okay, again, thank you for standing with us. Thank you for praying for the peace of Israel. If you want to receive more videos like this one, please subscribe to TBN Israel on YouTube. Okay, if you have comments, send them to the comment box and we'll answer your questions. Guys, thank you for standing with us. This is a battle for the truth, and this is a spiritual battle. So we need your help in sharing the truth and in praying for the peace of Jerusalem. And thank you, guys. We will win this war, not because we're strong, but because God is on our side. So thank you so much for your prayers. Thank you for your support, and keep praying for the peace of Jerusalem.